I just wanted to say before I sing the song, I too, as a former student here and citizen here in Lubbock, have watched the 100 Black men of West Texas, and as well as Dr. Ferguson and how they've been their mentors. I don't even know if Dr. Ferguson remembers, but as I was a student here, there was one time there was a staff person that wasn't too friendly to me. And as a first generation, a college student coming from a small community to a university like Texas Tech, a lot of times we don't know how to advocate for ourselves as students. But I thought, well, let me email Dr. Ferguson. And I don't know what was said, but the next time I went in, that person was so nice. And he just quietly did whatever he needed to do. But not only that, but I remember a conversation with him. I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do as far as a career and where my life was going, and he talked about all the various careers that he'd had in his life at that time, and he said, just, you're okay. Life will let you know, and then bring you to the places that you need to go. And certainly that is so true, and I thank you for that word of advice. The song that I am about to sing is one that I wrote called There Is Hope.
Searching for the place beyond my doubts, the place where I can dream. I have heard some others say there's no way, that there's no hope for me. And sometimes I believe can seem so upside down. I twist and turn, rise and fall to the ground. But in darkness I won't despair. I see there's a rainbow in the clouds to let me know the sun is coming out. I can't stop now.
There is a hope that lies beneath the storm,
and I can hear its spirit speak to my soul.
There is hope.
There is a hope that grows with each given day, as long as I have your hand to hold.
Hope can see that you believed in me.
At a time when I didn't know my own word,
Hope can use your privacy with me.
plans of goodness you thought before my birth.
There is hope.
There is a hope that lies beneath the storm. I can hear its spirit speak to my soul. There is a hope that grows with each given day, as long as I have your hand to hold. A hope conceived when you believed in me, at a time when I didn't know my own worth. The hope and future I receive will be plans of goodness God thought before my birth. There is hope. There is hope.
There is hope.
There is hope. There is hope. eyes haven't heard, neither has it entered my heart, the things that God has for me. Yeah, 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 yeah. I believe I'll run on, see what the end will be, see what God has for me. There is hope for me. In every way, Lord, I'll stay. There is hope for you and me. Somehow I believe.
When I first met Ralph Ferguson 40 years ago, I had no idea what a wild ride I'd be on. I am really, really proud and thankful to the Black Faculty and Staff Association for honoring my husband today. For a long time, I thought that Ralph was one of the best kept secrets at Texas Tech University. He's not a noisy kind of fellow that walks around boasting about what he does. He kind of goes along quietly and just does what he does. He helps students, he helps faculty. Anybody that will come and ask my husband for help, he will help. I think about him helping his 6 young brothers and sisters, to providing shelter for more people than I could count. You don't know how many people have lived with me over 40 years. To adopting his nephew when he was about to be lost in the juvenile justice system. Ralph has always just quietly done what he needed to do and contributed quietly in the background, not really boasting about it. I've witnessed this man grow from a very young, brash, arrogant 25-year-old to a committed, loyal, and dedicated gentleman of a certain age. A good father, a wonderful husband, an excellent administrator. I couldn't be prouder of the person that this man has become. And I can't be prouder of his commitment and everything that he has tried to do for Texas Tech University and for this community that he loves.
This has been wonderful. This is extraordinarily special. I think the one thing I'm missing tonight is my father. I'm definitely a father's son, father's child. I'm that brash young man that he raised, and in doing so, I guess the best way to state it is I've always lived my life as second place didn't exist. So that makes for a lot of tough being. And the thing that I think that really made it also special is that when I met my wife, we were traveling around the world together. And I think when I saw her, I knew that it was going to be good forever. It was just going to be that way. As a sidebar, I went back to Kingsville, Texas after we left and separated. We were traveling abroad, traveling around the world. And I was saying, well, I'm going to stay in Kingsville, Texas. Well, it took me a couple of days to be in Kingsville, Texas to realize I need to be in California where my wife was. Where my future wife was.